Saturday shelfie tour, and we are on my favorite shelf, and this will be the second shelf down, which would be this one, and I think it's H. It's supposed to be H. So let's see. I'm going to share with you what's on there. There are stuff as last week. A lot of the stuff I was telling you that this shelf is the stuff in here that doesn't belong. So I am going to pull them out and share with you what belongs and what doesn't belong, and tell you if I'm moving it to a different shelf or not. So here we go. So the first author is one of my favorites, so it is going to be staying on the shelf. It's Jenny Han, and I have P.S. I Still Love You, and To All the Boys I've Loved Before. This one goes first, this one goes second. I read both of these, very good, and they are on my favorite shelf. So that's the first one. And to continue with her, I have the series that she wrote. It's The Summer I Turned Pretty is book 1, which I read, and I read it last summer or the summer before, and I really enjoyed it. However, I did not read the other 2, and I do have them, and I have Will Always Have Summer, and It's Not Summer Without You. I don't know which one's 2 and which one's 3, but that's this. And as I said last week, there are little numbers on the end of the book, and that is for my girls or my son. He's not going to read this, but for my girls to go to my shelf and they can pick out one of these books to read, because it is this reading level. And these reading levels are 3.9, so it's very, very easy to read. Yeah, 3.9 is very easy. All right, so continuing with Jenny Han, I have in the back, I have her Burn for Burn series. So I have Burn for Burn, which I read and I really enjoyed. But however, I didn't read, I didn't read Fire with Fire or Ashes to Ashes. So these 2 I still have to read. So they are staying on my shelf. Let me just get Burn for Burn. I dropped it on the floor. Okay, here I am. So that's it for, I have one more Jenny Han. And this one is Shug, and I did not read this one yet. Boy, everything's falling today. Okay, what do I have on the floor now? Oh, what a mess. What a mess. Oh, okay. And they're still falling. Okay. I have books here. This is Daniel's Story by Carol Matus, and this is about the Holocaust, and I really enjoyed it. This was given to me by my grandmother, and this is like a 4 or 5-star read, and yes, it's going to stay on my favorite shelf. That's that, and I have another book here that fell. What is this? Oh, yeah. Okay, so I have John Green books that I moved from last week down to this shelf because I wanted all the G's to be together. So again, I have An Abundance of Catherines, which I didn't read yet, and I have Looking for Alaska that I didn't read yet. So it went down to the next shelf. So now I have Sally Green books, and I read Half Bad, but I did not read Half Wild. So Half Bad, very good. I think I listened to this on audio, but I'm not quite sure. I can't remember. Yes, it was very good. I really enjoyed it. So that's staying on my favorites. And here is Half Wild, which I have not read yet. And then I moved Neil Gaiman down. So, yeah, so that's down. That's going to be, I said that last week. Now, moving across, I got this new Snoopy thing. Of course, I had to get the Snoopy, and I got this at Target. I think they were $10, so, and I got all 4, so, yeah. My daughter's like, get this, Mom, Snoopy's there. So, yeah, so I got the pop figures. Okay, now I have Kristen Hanna. Now, the funny story is, I have not read Kristen Hanna yet. However, I have about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 books by Kristen Hanna. These are all going to be moved. I think they are going to be moved to either my standalone shelf, because these are all standalones, or they're going up to my crates. So, Kristen Hanna, I have The Nightingale. I have Winter Garden. I have Comfort and Joy. I have Between Sisters, Distant Shores, Homefront, Night Road, Firefly Lane, Fly Away, and a collection of short stories. This is Distant Shores, Between Sisters, and Magic Hour. 3 novels of family, friends, and what really matters. So that's that. So they will be all moved to another shelf. Okay, so now I have something that doesn't belong here. I have my K.A. Tucker books. And this should be on a different shelf because this is H's and this is T. So this does not belong here, and that's probably why I can't find my books, because they're misplaced. So I read 10 Tiny Breaths, really good story, and I have not read One Tiny Lie. So yes, very good. They will be going down to another shelf. So on this bookshelf, but down further. Yep. So that's that. And I have my, can I move this over? Oh, I found another Kristen Hanna. I have it, the colors. True Colors, I'm sorry, True Colors. So that's going down to another shelf. Now I have all my Colleen Hoover books. Okay, Colleen Hoover. I have November 9. Very good. She's one of my favorite authors. So I have Colleen Hoover for November 9. Losing Hope, I didn't read yet. Ugly Love, very good. Slammed, very good. This Girl, I didn't read yet. Point of Retreat, I didn't read yet. And I have some other ones upstairs. I just read one recently and I can't remember what it was called. But it's upstairs. So my Colleen Hoover books will be staying on the shelf. And then I have 3 other books here. I have Girl Stolen. And this one was really good. By April Henry. I read this one. And Please Ignore Vera Dietz. I really like this one, so I kept it. And this is by A.S. King. And I have I Will Save You by Matt De La Pena. Very good author, and I think I have some other ones of his upstairs. So those are the books that are going to be staying on the shelf. So I'm going to put these all back up. There's going to be a big gap because once I move the Kristen Hanna. Okay, what I have up here on this shelf now is my Sally Green books, my John Green books, my Neil Gaiman books, my Jenny Han books, and my April Henry, and my Colleen Hoover. However, when I was looking down on the other shelves, I found some other books that need to go on book shelf 1 and shelf 2. So here are the new books that I didn't tell you about. This one, Night of the Purple Moon by Scott Kramer. This belongs on my top shelf because it's a C author. I read this one, and I read this one on my Kindle, and I really enjoyed it. And then my daughter wanted to read it because I think I read it on audio, and then my daughter's like, could I read that book? I said, okay. So I wound up getting this because she needed to carry the book to school. So this is a very good book. I only have book 1. It is a trilogy, it says on here. So I do need to get book 2 and book 3. But me and I think Victoria read this one. So I'm going to put this on my C. So I'm putting it on the top shelf here. Okay, so now I found some G's and some H's. So The first book that I found that belongs on this shelf, the second shelf, is Broken Hearts, Fences, and Other Things to Mend. And this is by Katie Finn, which is also Morgan Matson. But it goes with the F, so it's going to go on the second shelf. This is a book 1 of a series. I really enjoyed this one. And I have the other 2 books upstairs. So, yeah, they're in my crates to read. So, that's going to go here. I'm going to go here. Okay, the next book. I'm going to put this one on my favorites. However, I'm not sure if he is my favorite or not yet because I didn't finish his first book. But Michael Grant, Front Lines. This is about a Holocaust, and I really like to read about Holocaust, so I'm going to put this on my favorite shelf. I'm hoping that I like it, so it's going to stay on the favorite shelf for now. I did read Gone, but I didn't finish it. So, yeah. So this is going to go on here, mainly because it's about the Holocaust, and I like reading about the Holocaust. So it's going to go here for now. I'm going to put it in the front. And I read Lisa Genova, and I really enjoyed her books. However, I did not read this one. And this one is Love, Anthony, and I got an edition with no cover jacket. So, yeah, but I'm going to put this on my favorite shelf because she is one of my favorite authors. But I haven't read this yet. And look how they all match green. That's so weird. Okay, and the last 2 books I had are H authors. It is Michelle Hodkin, and yes, I read this whole series, and I finished the only series I actually finished first. I read The Unbecoming of Mara Dyer and The Retribution of Mara Dyer. I have book 1 and book 3, and I gave away book 3, and I wound up getting it again. I loved book 1. I love book 2, which is The Evolution of Mara Dyer, which I don't have. I can't find it. So, yeah. This is one of the series I like to reread. The reason is because I gave book 1 5 stars. I gave book 2 5 stars. And when I got to book 3, I didn't like it, and I gave it 3 stars. So, this is something I want to reread and see if I would still give this one 3 stars. So, yeah, I was very upset about this series. Yeah. So, that's why I'm putting it on my favorite shelf, because one day I want to maybe reread it. So, that's this. So, it's going right here. And so funny how they're all green. That's really weird. Anyway, and then I'm going to put my Snoopy back up. So, here you go, my Snoopy. I have a lot more room once I took the Kristen Hanna books off there. So, yeah, they're going, I think I'm going to put them on my crates upstairs. Okay, I just went upstairs and was putting my Kristen Hanna books away. And I found more books that belong on these 2 shelves. So I pulled them out, and I'm going to share with you what I pulled out from the crates upstairs and what I'm putting on the shelf behind me. Okay, so I found more Colleen Hoover books that I had upstairs that I already read. So I found Confess, and this is the one I was saying I just finished. So this is going with my Colleen Hoover books. And I also found Maybe Someday upstairs, which I already read. And they are going into my Colleen Hoover spot. So I'm putting those with the Colleen Hoover books here. Okay. And I am adding to my G shelf, which is H-I-J, this shelf. I'm adding to this shelf. I'm trying to figure out. Okay. What I'm adding to this shelf is Outlander, which I already read. It's a 3-star, but I did read it, so I'm going to add it. I am in the middle of Dragonfly and Amber. There is a bookmark in there. I put this one on hold because it is a very draggy book. So, but I did get very far. So, look at that bookmarks in there. And I got to page 604. So, I did get very far in this book. So, I'm going to add that to that shelf as well. And I also picked up Voyager for the next one. So this is all going to go here. I think I'm going to put it right in the front. So that's the 3 books there. And I am going to add Angel Fall, which is Susan E. Awesome book. If you haven't read this one yet, this is a YA book about angels. Badass angels. Very, very, very good book. Even, I think both my daughters read it as well. Yeah, very good book. Very good audio as well. So I'm going to add that here. I'll put it on the top. And I'm adding a new author that I just read this month. So I am adding 2 books. I read both of these books in like 3 or 4 days. Yeah. These are new adults. I'm adding Craving and Obsession. These are by Helen Hart. 5 stars, both of them. I would say 5 stars the first one, 4.5 for the second one. My dog is licking the tripod. So I am waiting for book 3, which is coming out in September. So very good book. It's new adult though, sexy times, and there is sexual abuse in these books. So, but very good. I couldn't put them down, so it's going to my second shelf with the H's. So I'm going to put them with my Colleen Hoover books. So that's that. And I have more books coming. Okay, I found a lot more books upstairs, so here we go. I found Revenge Ice Cream, Best Served Cold by Katie Finn. So I think that this is book 2, and I'm going to stick it here, next to book 1. I have not read that one yet. I did read book 1 though. Okay, I found another Colleen Hoover book. I'm sorry. Maybe not. I have not read this one yet, so this is going with my Colleen Hoover books. So moving that to here. Okay. I found Happily Ever After by Kara Cass, so that's going to the top shelf. Okay, I found The Siren by Kara Cass, so that's going to the top shelf. I found The Crown by Kara Cass, so that's going to the top. Now these 3 that I just put up there, I did not read yet. Hearts, Fingers, and Other Things to Cross by Katie Finn. I did not read this one. I think this is book 3. I'm not sure if this is 2 or 3, but I think it's 3. So it's going with my Katie Finn books. That's going there. I did not read that one yet. This is fun trying to fit it back in here. Okay. I found Half Lost by Sally Green. This is book 3. Now, where did I put my Sally Green books? It's probably in the back. Maybe not. Where did I put it? Yep, they're in the back. Alright, so we're going to have to pull them out. So now I'm putting it in the front. Oh, they don't even match. Look at that. Oh, that stinks. Look at that. I got horrible, horrible, horrible. Why don't they match? Horrible. Why did they do that? I hate that. Alright. And I found this one. I'm going to put this on the... I'm not even going to show it. No, I'm going to show it to you. It doesn't belong on this shelf, but I'm going to show it to you because I need an answer to this one. I found Stars Above by Marissa Meyer. Now, I read the first 4 books. I don't know if I'm supposed to read this one before winter or after winter. So please let me know because I am up to winter, but I'm not sure if I have to read this one before winter or after winter. So does anybody know when I'm supposed to read this one? So I have to read this one in winter still. So that is going on my M shelf, which is below, but I pulled it from upstairs. So anyway, comment below and let me know. Okay, I found End of Days by Susan E. This is book 3. I have not read this one yet. So it's going with my Angel Fall series. And of course I had to pull it down because it doesn't fit. So E, F, G. It's going to go before Sally Green. Okay. I found another Cassandra Clare. Okay, my video ran out. So I put my Cassandra Clare book up on the top. I also found City of Ashes, which I put on the top. This is the one I have to read this one. This is book 2 of the City of Bones series, Mortal Instruments. So I have to read this one. So I'm sticking in the front so I could grab it quickly. I'm hoping to get to that one day. And then I found a whole bunch of Abby Glines that I read the first book and I really liked it. So I wanted to continue on with the series. So from Book Outlet, I ordered a whole bunch of Abby Gline books, and I did not do my unboxing because I think I opened the box up when my husband was home, and I really don't like videotaping when he's home because he makes fun of me. Anyway, so my Abby Glines books, here we go. I'm going to stick them in the middle here in the G, so they're going to go right here. So, okay, so I got Until the End. I got Rush 2-4. Now, I have no idea what order these go in, but I'm sticking them on the shelf. Misbehaving. And these are all, she writes new adult, so they're all new adult. And You Were Mine. And Hold On Tight. So I'm going to stick these all in here. And again, as I said, I don't know what order they go in, but they're going on my G shelf, which is this one, Favorites. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this. Yeah, I took a lot of books from upstairs down here, so they are kind of full now. Yeah. So stay tuned. Next week, I will do my next shelf down, which is M's. I have a lot of M's and P's, K, M, P, L. So that will be in the next shelf. And you can notice that my Snoopy actually went down the shelf. So I have to find the spot for it. It doesn't fit on the first 2 shelves. So thank you for watching. Unless I could stick it right in here. Well, yeah. Well, that might work. So anyway, thank you for watching. And I will see you in another video. Bye.